morning, I'm Sam, you're watching So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and it is day 9 of Vlogmas. So today I was going to do a Christmas fair at a local primary school that I actually used to work at. Now, because I've still got lots of friends there, one of them texted me this morning, and just to let you know, Sam, there's quite a lot of poorliness at the school at the moment. So I have decided, because the last thing that I want to do is go to a sale, have a fun afternoon, come back with germs and pass them on to all my family, particularly my mum, who's come over from Spain, and make them all ill. I don't want to do that, all for the sake of, you know, making a few pounds at a Christmas fair. So I have decided to make the decision. I've made the decision not to go this afternoon. And actually, I know it's the right decision, because now I've made it, I feel much better. I think I was kind of, I think I was worried about letting people down, but actually now I've made the decision. I think it's the right one for me, and definitely the right one for my family. So I've kind of feel like I've won myself a free day, because you know what it's like when you've planned something and then suddenly it's not happening. You've not got anything else on. So I feel like I've got a free day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use it productively. I've got some Christmas gift sewing that I want to finish, so I'm going to do some of that. I've got my Paddington top that I've had as an unfinished object for I don't know how long, because I've got to a bit of the pattern that I don't really understand, because they do the sleeves in a different way than I've done before, and so what I need to do, I don't think it's going to take me very long to finish it, but what I need to do is sit down and have a proper look and think at it, and I haven't really had the time to do that. So hopefully I shall get that done today, and as I said, a bit of Christmas gift sewing. So yeah, so that'll be really nice, and if I manage to do that, I'll definitely take you along. But first things first, I'm going to open my advent calendar. It is a odd day, day 9. So for the flying bobbins, I get to choose chocolate. I'm definitely going to save that for later, because I think by the time this afternoon comes, I'm going to need a little bit of a chocolate hit. And my Get Sewn with Abigail, day 9, is a gold spotty bag. I love the fact that she's done one colour odd in one colour and even in the other, because it sorts out the 6 and 9, because you know which one's which, because obviously 6 is an even number and 9's an odd number. So they're going to be in different coloured bags. I don't know whether she did that on purpose, but if you did, Abby, well done, you're a genius. Oh, this looks handy. Some sewing threads. Look at those. Definitely all the different colours. And I quite like to use these little thread reels for making my lunar lappings. So when I'll just grab him, look, making my bunnies, because it's quite nice to have lots of different coloured threads to match. So I will put that in my lunar lapping box, I think. So fantastic, very handy. Ooh, feels like Christmas. Loving getting all of these little gifts, and I'll look forward to my chocolate a bit later. So today is Friday, and my Always Knitting with Sewing subscription box has arrived, which is very, very exciting. So I'm going to put all of the details about the subscription box, how much it costs, all of those kinds of things down in the details in the description box. So just in case anybody would like to order one. So Always Knitting and Sewing is a fabric shop. So I'm opening my box excitedly, sorry. Always Knitting and Sewing is a fabric shop, family run by a family in Chorley, Lancashire. The lovely Andrea, Chloe and Lucy run Always Knitting and Sewing, and their lovely team of helpers, the lovely Heather, the lovely Donna, the lovely Amanda, and all of the others. I've definitely forgotten some names. They have won best customer service, I think they did last year, in the sewing awards. They're a really lovely family run company, and they do a monthly subscription box. It's definitely more on the crafting side than the dressmaking side. It's not dressmaking at all, but I love it, and it's been fantastic for me for learning to sew, because with every box you get a project, and the project has a tutorial, and I do some of their tutorials, and the tutorial is always really beginner friendly, and it kind of takes you through step by step of all of the sewing process. Now obviously you don't have to use that project, you know, your box for that project, but you get everything that you need in the box for that project. But what I think is the great thing about the box is that when you subscribe to the box, you get the lot, you get all of the projects. So you don't just get the project for that month. Let's say you only want to subscribe for one box, you'll get that one box with all of those bits in for that particular project, but you'll get all of the previous tutorials, and I think there's like 14 and 15 on there at the moment, so that's really good value. So without further ado, I will show you the box, and it comes, the best part of your day has arrived, and that is so true. And it always comes beautifully wrapped, and it's got a little Merry Christmas sticker on this month because it's Christmas. So yeah, now every month I've had a very quick squiz in this box, but I haven't had a proper look, so you are seeing it for the first time with me. Every month you get a little leaflet, and it'll give you a picture of what the project is and who made it. So this month it's the lovely Chloe, and quick look, oh, it looks like some fancy bunting, so that's rather beautiful. And then it also gives you a rundown of what's in the box, and it gives you any updates of what's going on in the shop, how to contact them, and that kind of thing. And also if you get a box and you take a picture of it and you put it on their Facebook page, there's a QR code to put it on their Facebook page, you can win your box for the next month. And what happens is that you win your box, and then Andrea just refunds you, and I have been lucky enough to win a box, so that is pretty cool. Every box comes with a sweet treat. It's normally different every month, but I got a timeout wafer bar. Do you know what, I might be really good and gift that to Simon to put in his lunchbox, because he does quite like those. So a little chocolatey treat. And then you normally get some kind of tool. And this month's box, we've got a seam wand, a magic seam wand. Do you know what, I looked at these before, and a couple of other people that I watch have been kind of going on about these. And I did look at them, but I thought, oh no, I don't need another gadget. You know, I've got so many things. I mean, just look around me. I've got so many things in my sewing room. I thought I didn't need another one, but it's just magically appeared. So what can you do? Fabulous. So a little magic seam wand. And then in every box you get a little bag of loveliness. And this normally contains all of the bits and pieces that you will need to make your project. Now I can see from here it says 5 bells, 5 wooden buttons, 4 star buttons, 3 meters of ribbon, embroidery thread in gold and embroidery thread in burgundy. And it looks like I've also got, so I've got embroidery thread in burgundy, and I've also got a Gutermann thread as well in there, but it doesn't say that on here, I don't think. No, so oh, bonus Gutermann thread, which is in this beautiful burgundy colour. Yeah. Oh, these are nice, these wooden buttons. These are beautiful. Look at those. I like simple. They're beautiful. Excuse me, that's my tummy. I have just had my breakfast. Oh. So yeah, bag of loveliness. And this month we've got a Christmas organza bag. Normally get a plain organza bag, but because it's Christmas, I'm going to jingle. So yeah, so those are all the bits for the project, and then you get the fabric. Now, if you need any, if for the project calls for any interfacing, wadding, foam, Bosal foam we've had for some of the projects, it all comes in the box, but it doesn't seem to be any interfacing in this box, so you obviously don't need any for this project. Now, oh, I'm looking at these. These aren't fat quarters. Oh, 1/2 meters. Oh, fantastic. So you've got 1/2 meter of this beautiful Father Christmas, Merry and Bright, Silent Night, Holy Night, Peace on Earth, Happy Holidays, All is Calm. If only, hey, all is calm. It's got a bit of a vintage Christmas look, this fabric. I do like it. Look at those little mittens. So yeah, so we've got one Christmas theme. Oh look, he's a little snowman. And this looks like another 1/2 meter as well. You can see that. And snowman in grey. And then snowflakes. I love this. I love this. So as you can imagine, if you didn't want to use your fabric for the project, I mean, this would make great gift bags. You know, if you had to do some emergency gift bags making for the big day, you know, there's plenty of things that you could make with your stash. And then I've got a blender as well, and this is another 1/2 meter. This is very generous with the fabrics. Fantastic. So you've got 2 meters effectively, but obviously in 2 meters of fabric, but all different fabrics. And then obviously this project calls for some hessian as well, so that you get that in with the well, it's folded over, so you get that in with the. I'm not going to unfold it because it's going to fray all over my trousers and they're black. So yeah, so we've got the hessian as well. That's fabulous, isn't it? And then, so what happens is that when you subscribe to the box, you then go on Always Knitting and Sewing, Knit It, Stitch It Hub and sign up there, and then you can find your subscription projects, tutorials online. So, and then today at some point, because the boxes came out, they were sent on Tuesday. Normally the week that they're sent out, the Friday after they're sent out is when the team pops up their tutorial, and then that will come into your inbox and then you can download it. Yeah, and it looks like some pretty button bunting. It's really lovely, isn't it? So that is this month's Always Knitting and Sewing subscription box. And as I said, you can, I subscribe to the deluxe box, which is like the luxury deluxe box, which has everything in it. You can also subscribe to the mini box. As I said, I'll put all of the prices and stuff in the description below, because I just can't remember them off the top of my head, and so I don't want to get them wrong. So I'll put them all in the description box. And you can get the mini box. Now the mini box just comes with the fabric and with the little matching thread and a sweet treat. It doesn't come with all of the bits and pieces. It's a gift to yourself every month. And if you work hard, you deserve it. So yeah, so that is the subscription box. Done my advent calendar for today. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on and make the most of having this extra free day. So yeah, so I'll leave you for now, and I'll pop back a bit later and let you know what I've managed to do with my day. Take care. See you in a bit. Hello there, it's me again. So yeah, so I've had a lovely morning, a bit different than what I was expecting it to be, and I've managed to get on and do some sewing. Now I've started the Paddington top and I've got as far as I can get, and I just don't get the elastic gathering bit in the sleeves. I've tried it and I just don't get it. So I've left it. Everything else is finished. That's the only thing that I need to do, because you kind of hem it all up all in one go. And then the only thing, then the last thing that you do, and then if you want to, you can put buttons on it, but I'm not going to put buttons on it because it goes over my head fine. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that there for the time being, and I'm going to have a little look online. If anyone knows, anyone that does the Paddington top, can't remember who it's by now, it's gone, I'll pop it on the screen, that does a sew along for the gathering on the sleeves, I would much appreciate it. So yes, that's just been shelved for a bit to prevent it from going out of the window. But yeah, so while I was here, so I've just been doing a little bit of catching up and some finishing off of Christmas sewing, and I thought I would share with you 2 of my emergency gift ideas. So picture this. It's 2 weeks before Christmas and someone says, oh, I'm going to pop over to bring you a present, and you haven't bought them a present, and you think, okay. So my 2, or you haven't bought their kids a present or something like that, and you just like think you need an emergency present. My 2 go-to gifts are, so the first one, they're both for they both work for, you know, both sexes, girls, boys, young, old, really, but they're both a little bit different. So the first one is a little appliqué flannel. So in a well-known supermarket where they won't be beaten on price, they do a pack of these white face cloths, and they're called Baby Soft because they are super soft, Baby Soft. And there's a pack of 7 and they're £3.50, so cheap as chips. And then I just use scrap fabric, just in the same way that I did the gift tags a couple of days ago. A bit of bond web, heat it, pop it on, and then zigzag close stitch around the edge, and you've got a beautiful little applique flannel. And then pick yourself up a little bit of bar soak. This was in the same supermarket and it was £1.50. So for less than £2 and 5 minutes, you have got yourself a quick and simple emergency present. And actually these washcloths are a really good idea, because if you've got your own, you know, it's just nice to have your own, whether it's, you could put someone's initials on it, but just a nice little quick and easy emergency gift, number 1. And then the second one is this little gift wallet thing. It's a little wallet that's got 2 little pockets in. So if you decided, you know, it was for a child or someone that you didn't know very well, and you just wanted to do a quick gift card or cash, then you make one of these. This is actually for one of my nephews. As you can see, it's got the game controller fabric. And, you know, boys, once they get to a certain age, you know, they just want computer games or cash. And some of the computer games are quite expensive. I can't afford to buy a computer game. But, you know, a little wallet with some money in that can go towards his computer game. Perfect gift. And this is one of my tutorials. I haven't actually successfully done this yet, but I will try and link the other video. I know you can do it because I've seen it on other videos, but I will try and link. If not, I'll link it in the description box underneath for this, which is it's called 2 seam purse. I think I call it 2 seams, but lots of possibilities, because you can use it for all sorts of things. I have used this for cash, for cards. I've gifted embroidery scissors in it. It fits a pair of embroidery scissors. I've gifted needles in, you know, like a little pack of needles. Obviously, if you do different fabric, it can be for anyone. Absolutely fantastic last minute emergency gift. And I can make one of these in about 5 minutes. So, you know, I could even make this on the way. If someone was calling me and said I'm on my way, I could make it before they got here. So that's a fantastic gift. And you can get 4 of these out of a fat quarter. So again, scrap, basically. You know, you don't need a lot of fabric. Yeah, so I just thought I'd share with you my kind of emergency gifts. Sorry about that, it suddenly got really dark, so I've had to put my ring light on because I was struggling with seeing. So yeah, so emergency gifts. So I was just sharing with you my emergency gifts, and this one, the flannel with the applique heart on. If you wanted to make this one, the lovely Catherine from Soverton Makery did a little tutorial in the gift to November, because I made she inspired me. I mean, I've done this applique lots of times before, but she inspired me because she did some children's names, like the whole names on a towel, on a bath towel, and I used the idea for towels for pets, because you know it's a great gift. But if you want the tutorial, I'll link Catherine in, because she shows you how to do it on the letters, and it's exactly the same, but I obviously just use shapes. So yeah, if you fancy, and you should definitely check Catherine out as well, because she is just so funny and so lovely. So, and she is doing Vlogmas as well, so, and I'm trying my best to keep up with everybody. So yes, so yeah, emergency gifts, always handy to have, you know, a few in as backup. So yeah, so that's about it for today, really. Simon's got his Christmas do tonight, so I'm looking forward to having perhaps a little glass of wine and a bit of peace and quiet. But I might pop up and do a bit of sewing, and I've got a bit of cross stitch that I want to finish. Or I don't know whether you can see in the background, my Santa card is almost finished. I thought I'd finished it last night, and then I looked at it, and you're supposed to outline his beard with a lighter grey, and I haven't done that, so hopefully I'll get that and done and get that finished. So yeah, so that's me for today. I hope you've enjoyed my vlog today, and if you have, like and subscribe and press that notification button if you want to you know, want to be notified every time I put a vlog on. And yeah, take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.